You have big plans for your life. You can picture the success. You imagine the money, the freedom, the respect. In your mind, it already feels possible. But when it's time to actually work, you stall. You say, I'll start tomorrow. Tomorrow comes. And somehow nothing changes. If that sounds familiar, you're not broken. You're not stupid. And you're definitely not alone. What you're dealing with is a pattern your brain has learned. And patterns can be unlearned. Let's be honest about what usually happens. You wake up motivated. Today feels different. You're ready. Then you grab your phone. For a minute. A minute becomes an hour. The energy fades. You push the work to later. Later becomes tomorrow. At night, guilt shows up. You promise yourself you'll be better in the morning. Morning comes, repeat. Here's why. Inside your head, two forces are fighting. One side wants growth, achievement, a better future. The other side wants comfort, safety, zero risk. And comfort is winning. Not because you're weak, but because your brain is wired to avoid pain. Hard work means uncertainty. It might lead to failure. It might expose your limits. So your brain offers something easier. Scrolling, videos, snacks, sleep. Instant relief. A quick dopamine reward. And every time you take it, your brain writes a rule. Backhand index pointing right, avoiding discomfort keeps me safe. Do that long enough and avoidance becomes your lifestyle. Meanwhile, your dreams stay dreams. Now you might think, I just need more motivation. No, motivation is unreliable. Comes and disappears like a mood. People who build great lives don't rely on motivation. They rely on structure. They act whether they feel like it or not. Another trap keeping you stuck? Perfectionism. You want the perfect plan, the perfect moment, the perfect version of you. So you wait. But waiting is just fear wearing expensive clothes. Because if you never start, you never risk finding out whether you're actually capable. Here's the truth successful people understand. Failure is useful. Doing nothing is deadly. If you fail, you gain information. If you avoid, you stay exactly where you are. So how do you escape the loop? First, accept this. You will rarely feel ready. Action must come first. Confidence follows later. Start smaller than your ego likes. Ridiculously small. Work for 10 minutes. Write one paragraph. Send one email. Tiny actions repeated daily beat heroic bursts that happen once a month. Consistency is the real flex. And yes, at the beginning it will feel uncomfortable. Your brain will complain. It will negotiate. It will beg you to quit. Do it anyway. Because every time you move forward despite resistance, you're teaching your brain a new rule. Backhand index pointing right, discomfort is not danger. That's how discipline is built. Not in giant dramatic moments, but in quiet decisions nobody applauds. You also need to redesign your environment. If distractions are close, you'll use them. Put the phone away. Clear the desk. Set a protected work time. Make focus easier than escape. Remove choices that drain you. Here's another uncomfortable one. Watching productivity content is not productivity. Learning feels good, but it can become sophisticated procrastination. You probably already know enough. Execution is the missing piece. And listen, your early work will be bad. Of course it will. Everyone starts terrible. Skill is born from repetition, not intention. Your job right now isn't to impress anyone. Your job is to show up. Even when you mess up, especially then. Don't let one bad day become a bad year. Reset fast. Try again tomorrow. And drop the self-hate. Beating yourself up doesn't create progress. It creates paralysis. Treat yourself like someone worth improving. Firm but patient. Remember, lazy is not your identity. It's a habit. And habits can change. Small action. Repeated daily. With forgiveness when you slip. That combination is unstoppable. So here's the move. After this video ends, do one thing that pushes your life forward. Not everything. Just one. Then come back tomorrow and do it again. If you keep that promise long enough, one day you'll look back and realize something incredible. You became the person you used to daydream about. Not because you felt ready, but because you started.